Well, thanks for those amazing stories, first of all. I've been watching in the dressing room. Very touching, very inspiring.
We were talking, obviously, with Elizabeth about the importance of friends, and obviously you've been through this with Jennifer.
I have, yeah, I have. Well, you know, Jennifer said to me that her kind of keywords at the moment are vigilance but not worry.
Yep.
And she advocates regular checks. That's, you know, that's what helped her. And so, and she's fine. She's in good shape.
Good. And how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling really good.
You've moved your fringe?
Yeah, I have. Well, I'm in the middle of filming the second series of Delicious, which is this show that I do for Sky, and in that the character has this other hair. So I actually long to get the fringe back.
Back
That's
again.
my little hidey
I
place.
loved the first series, and everyone was so blown away. Oh my God, she's so different.
No
Literally
fringe.
all you did.
That's all it is.
Grew the fringe out.
But I think I've had a fringe since I was 2 or something. So this is,
You've
you know...
had a fringe the entire time I've known you.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing that side of your head
no.
for the first time.
What do you think about that area?
It's
It's a whole new thing.
We're seeing a side to you that we've never seen before.
Dawn, do you feel a different person now that you've shed so much weight?
Well, I suppose I did it quite a long time ago, and I still, you know, go up a bit, down a bit, up a bit, down a bit. Don't feel any different at all.
Seriously?
Still Dawn. Absolutely.
Even when you look in the mirror and you've dropped all that weight and your face is much thinner.
Yeah. Well, you see, I always liked the old Dawn, to be honest. I always liked that. And I may go there again. Who knows? It depends how many donuts I eat, frankly. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Can I just say a huge thank you to you, because on my 51st birthday, I had the worst hangover of my life. You were with me the night before.
Did you?
Yeah.
And I came to 30 million minutes. And for the first 10 minutes, I was like this. But, oh, my God, we had the best night. It was hilarious.
Thank you. Good.
And now it's coming out on DVD.
It is,
that right?
it is, in November. And I learnt a lot. I learnt that if you tell your own stories, that and they're truthful and authentic, other people tell you their stories.
Yeah.
And that's how you make your connections. You know, it's simple, really.
So
we
we
know
have a
this.
nightmare.
What have we learned through the new book, though, about you that's different?
Plenty, as it happens.
I thought the list bit was really worrying.
Why?
Dawn's got a list in the book of if you'll only recognise the things on this list if you're between 50 and 75. No, Dawn, not those things. There was the plug thing.
Yeah, the plug thing.
Shall I explain?
Yeah, explain.
People in my age group, before they go to bed at night, go around putting the little flip-up on the plugs, on the electric sockets.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I do that, Dawn, it's not because I'm
Is it
old.
lightning? Is it to do with lightning?
It's because till I was about 25 years old, I thought electricity was a liquid that would leak out the plugs unless you put them up at night.
Mine
Yeah,
is the
okay,
one
that's
walking
mad.
more carefully down the stairs.
Yeah.
I know.
Do that.
I definitely do that.
It's an old lady.
I know,
isn't it?
I know.
This is the book. Me, dot you, me and you, me, comma you.
Me, you,
Me,
a
you,
diary.
all of us.
And it's mainly because it is a diary that I've written, but you complete it.
Yeah.
So it's an interactive thing.
You're 60 tomorrow.
I am 60 tomorrow.
Yeah. Good. Do you think that when you hit the landmark age like that, that you do start to reflect back on your life and take high points, low points,
Definitely.
etc.?
Although I think I've been doing that for some years now because of doing my stand-up show. I think I've been exploring my own stories. But it does make you stop and think a little bit. And I've tried to... I mean, I've opened up about some things I've never spoken about before in there.
Like
and I've also... interesting things about... Well, I have talked about my dad before. I've talked about another person who sadly lost their life with mental health issues in there, who was a friend of mine whose daughters went to school with my daughter, and then I have tried to step into their life and be there at the moments when their mum might have been there. And I had to ask those girls if it was OK to write this story in there, because it's their story and not my story. But they were very keen that I do and that I use their real names and so on, because to me, she, Michelle, was a proper hero, because every day she fought battles that I didn't have to fight at all.
You write about it beautifully, actually.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, it's got those difficult things in it. It's got some levity in it. There's silly lists that you can finish off. I've written a place in there, and I had to fight the publisher for this, to keep us one page completely clean on both sides, where I invite you to write that letter that you know you ought to write. And you know who it's to, and you know what it's about. I know that I need to write it. And if you're having problems starting it, I've given you some suggestions of it. You might say, please forgive me for, or it might say, we need to talk about, or whatever. And you cut that letter out, and then I have to tell you that there in the back of this book is a little secret, lovely little secret flap. Oh! Look at that! Look at that! I had to fight for that as well. And you put your letter in there, and then maybe at the end of the year you look back at that letter and you decide if you've got the courage or if you want to post it, or whether maybe just writing it was enough.
Cathartic,
you know,
But if you're posting it back to yourself.
Yeah, you could post it back to yourself. You certainly could. Or you could leave it in there. I want this book to be completely fat and scruffy, full of pictures of you, full of stuff to do with your family, you know, a lovely, scruffy notebook.
Proper diary.
Yeah, proper diary.